Okay, we are here at the property at 2016 Fresno, Plano, Texas. And we have two cleanouts in the front of the property. These two cleanouts right here. This cleanout in the back goes out toward the sidewalk and the street. This cleanout closer to the yard, away from the building, goes back in to the property. So let's start with going back into the property and see what we have. So when I put the camera in, I see how far down it is. So 4.5 feet, that's about right. It's probably a little less than that actually. Let me check some of that. Let me zero this from here. And now let's drop it. Yeah, that makes more sense. So it's like 2 feet down into the cleanout. And then I'm going to reset this so we know when we start moving on the lateral line that we know our exact distance. So let's start this. Let's see if I can get this in there. See if I can get it started. It's a little narrow. Let's see. That should, yeah, this should do it. Oh, can't get it to start. Let's see. Try that one more time here. I've never had it get stuck. Maybe I can't turn the corner there. Maybe that's the problem. Let's see. Yeah, so basically, right at the foot of the cleanout, you can't, the line is collapsed. So you can't turn all the way into the line. So right at the onset, that's collapsed right there. So I've never had that happen. That is the weirdest thing. Yeah, this failed right here at the very beginning. So that's part of the bigger problem. Okay, so never had that happen. Okay, well, we can't turn the corner, so that's that. So let's come back out and we'll go out toward the road. So I'm going to go to the one that's closest to the building. This is the line that moves toward the street. Let's see, get on this one. Okay, so that made it through, although it was a little tight. Let's see what we have. Okay, yeah, so let's see what we have here. Yeah, this is pinched off at the beginning, which makes sense because this whole area right here is collapsing in. So this is all pinched off. So basically right at the base of the cleanouts, this is all damaged. And this is all cast iron, so let's just keep going. Yeah, this is all collapsed in. So you can see that the line is closing down. This is all falling in. Yeah, all the way down this for a while. Yeah, this is all falling in right here too. It's all collapsed down. So this is why I can't get the camera and the clean out going toward the property, because the line is cast iron and it's all collapsed. Yeah, this is all caving in. So even right here, and you can see that that line is collapsing down. So this will just continue to cause problems with backups. Yeah, this is all kind of half the line right through there, all right in here. It's cleaning itself up just a little bit. You can see like this looks cleaner. So as you get out here, it's not, not quite as bad. And this is all collapsed in. So, ooh, scared me. So right in here, this is all collapsed. You can see like bugs are getting in there. Things are getting in there because the line is collapsed. If I pull this back out, this is all broken. Yeah, this whole line is collapsed. So this, this is, the line is actually separated right here. This is separated in this space and separated here at 14 feet. Same thing here. Yeah, and then we have a belly. This line right here, let's see if I can get situated, is separated too. So you can see like there's cast iron exposure and it's lifted up. So this pipe lifted up and then it allowed this to go down. And then all of this is just accumulated water, because see how it's coming down now? This is all just sewer that's coming from the house that's barely moving in the line. Yeah, so, and then you go up to a somewhat decent line actually at 17 feet. This is more what I would expect for the property right here. And then you see a little bit better movement as that water accumulates and gets kind of over the ridge. And yeah, and this is a little rough throughout here. This will eventually all break down and collapse. And we have a small curve. Yeah, this is pretty bad actually in here too. Not nearly as bad, but this will eventually fail as well. 31 feet. And then, yeah, this is closing in right here too. So basically you have this collapsing in, this collapsing down, and then this is pinching together right here in this area. And it's, it's catching solids because it doesn't, the water keeps kind of moving underneath it, but the solids just catch up. And you're going to constantly have backup issues with this. Now we're at 35 feet. Yeah, this is just all cast iron. Yeah, this is closing in here too, right before the sewer tap. And then right here at the green is the sewer tap from the city. So at, let's call it 40 feet. This green is the city, so you can see how clean their line is. This is how this one should look. So that concludes the inspection for the property.